Okay. Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Oh my god. Why are you guys so quiet? Why are you so quiet? Alright, let's quickly open our books to topic 8. But before then, let's talk a little bit about our weekend. How was your weekend, buddy? What did you do? Oh, you visited your grandma. Oh, nice. Where? Is it in Chawan as well? Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, buddy. How was your weekend?
Yesterday, my aunt visited.
Oh, great, great. Did you have a good time? Oh, nice. How was your weekend? Oh, just home. Okay. How about you? Just homework. It was a boring weekend, huh? How was your weekend? Just home? You didn't go out. Why? You were scared of corona? Last weekend we got a lot of text message that coronavirus is getting more and more in Chawan, right? How about you? How was your weekend? Wow, it's a busy weekend. Huh? Did you have a good time? Who did you visit? Your grandparents? Uncle? Just trip? Oh, nice. Well, how was yours?
I played baseball with my friends.
Baseball? Oh, nice. How was your weekend?
I watched TV at home.
Okay. How about you? Huh?
Late.
Late? Oh, slept. How was your weekend?
I stayed at home.
Just home?
Yeah.
Doing what? Nothing? Oh, okay. How was yours?
I played with my friends.
Okay. Same here. On Saturday, I went to play soccer. And on Sunday, too, I also went to play soccer. So I had a quite busy weekend. Playing and yeah, it was good. So today we're going to be doing topic 8. And topic 8 says compare 2 or 3 Korean dialects. And then a very interesting topic. Probably you guys have to teach me on this topic. I don't have to be the teacher. You will teach Kelvin teacher, right? Because as I know, I've noticed there's a little distinct difference between the Gyeongsangnam-do dialect and the Seoul dialect, and because I lived in Seoul for 2 years, and also Jeju Island has a different dialect altogether. You know, sometimes I used to brag to my friends, "Oh, I can understand a little bit of Korean." Well, when I went to Jeju Island, I couldn't hear anything. Not even one word. I couldn't understand anything. Why? Because of different dialects, okay? So, just as it is with English, when you hear someone from India speak English, you know what I'm saying? I shake my head like this. I shake my head like the Indians. So the dialect is different. When you hear someone from America speak English, it's a bit different. You hear someone from England speak English, it's different. So all of those are English, but on different dialects, okay? So today, we're gonna be comparing 2 or 3 Korean dialects. And then, yeah, so the question is, do we have different dialects in Korea? Do you know what dialect is? Do we have different dialects in Korea? The word dialect simply means a particular form of a language which is peculiar to a specific region or social group. So do we have different dialects? Or hello. Just a moment. Okay. So she came in late, so we have to check her attendance. What's your name? So, yes, as we were saying, so do we have different dialects? So I'm gonna write the meaning of dialect on the board for you, so it's gonna be an easy question to answer. So just like in Korea we don't have states, we have province, right? So we have the Gyeongsangnam province, we have the Seoul province, Gyeonggi-do, and we have different other provinces in Korea. So now the question is, do we have a different dialect for all of those provinces? Okay, so that's exactly my question. So do we have two different dialects in Korea? Or how many dialects do you think we have? Is it that the dialects are so different with all of the province, or do we have similar, like maybe Gyeonggi-do speaks similar dialect with, I don't know, who can tell me more? Who can tell me more about Korean dialects? Anyone? No one? Okay, now let me put it better. Why is the one I know about Seoul and Gyeongsangnam-do, okay? Why is there a little difference in the Korean dialects? Is it because of the distance, or why is it very different? Because I know the Gyeongsangnam-do, like this area, the dialect is a little deep, okay, compared to Seoul. All right, and then I had a friend who told me that when he went to the university in Seoul, Um, People around him, friends would always laugh at him when he speaks Korean because they felt his Korean was a little different from what they speak in Seoul. So why is the different dialect in Korean language? Who can help us? Yeah, buddy, why do we have two different languages in different dialects in Korean language? Do you have an idea why? You don't know? Okay. What do you think? Why is there different languages, different dialects in Korean language?
I think they're living in other places.
Because you said it's because people are living in because of the distance? How about you? What do you think? Because of distance, right? Okay. So basically, the dialect was talking about region, okay? So when people are together, they can make like arata, like all of those kind of things, you know? Like ageshiang, you know, like, you know, like unlike the agesumi, the ageshiang, you know, those kind of dialect, those kind of fizzy tones, you know, it makes it a little different, makes it sound a little different. So I think it's it has to do with distance and clustered settlement. Okay, let's write the warm-up questions. So the first one says, where do your parents grow up? Do they use regional terms or slangs? And yeah, where did your parents grow up? A lot of Koreans were born in Masan or Chawan, and their parents moved to Seoul or Daegu, moved in search of greener pasture. And they lived there for a long time, and some of them gave birth in Seoul, and then their children are from Seoul, and they are from Masan. So it's talking about your parental upbringing. Where did they grow up? And the second one is, can others tell which part of Korean you are from when you speak? Can other people tell, oh, you're from Gyeongsangnam-do when you say a word? Or, oh, you're from Busan. Oh, you're from Daegu. Oh, you're from, you know, like that. Can other people tell when you speak the language? Do you notice when someone has an accent or dialect? When you speak to someone from Seoul, do you notice that this guy does not live in Chawan? Do you notice? Is it easy to find out? Okay? That's what the third question is saying. Or like when you speak to someone on the phone and just mere greetings will tell you, oh no, this is calling from Seoul. This accent is totally different from what I used to know. And then the last one is, what are some standard phrases that you might not use? When you have to say a word or when you have to explain something, are there any standard phrases that is forbidding for you to use them? Please, let's write in details because we're going to read it. Yes.
I want the first question, regional terms or slang.
Where did your parents grow up? Do they use regional terms or slang? You know, what is slang? Slang is an indirect language. Okay? Like, like, for example, hey, what's up? It's a slang. Instead of saying, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hey, what's up? It's the same thing. But in English, hey, what's up? It's a slang. It's not like the formal way to say things, right? So the question there is saying that where your parents grew up, do they use regional terms? Like, do they maintain the cultural way of saying words? Or do they add slang? Like I said before, I guess to me that arata, that's the slang. Arata is like a slang, okay? The formal way to say it is like agesoyo or arasoyo, arata. Arata from Busan. Some people from Busan say like arata. So that's like slang, okay? So that's what the question is talking about. Simply an informal way of saying the same thing, but meaning the same thing. So do we use a lot of those things where your parents grew up? Or does it change? But are you ready? Alright, so go. Yeah, one more.
They grew up in Tanzania and they use regional terms, and I think yes, because of my friends there.
Hmm? The second one is, can others tell which part of Korea you're from?
Yes,
Because of what?
my terms.
Because of your terms, you mean like pronunciation? Okay.
There is no reason to not listen, and I don't.
You don't consider that? Okay.
I don't.
What are some standard phrases that you might not use? There are lots of them. There are lots of standard phrases that is not polite that a lot of people use in Korea. Maybe they use it with their friends, or they use it when they get angry, or they use it. There is a lot. A lot of them use it when they play with their friends. A lot of them use it when they get angry and they want to fight someone. Okay? Like this afternoon, when I was driving to PJ, just at the entrance, driving entrance to the parking lot, I saw a woman with her phone. She was pressing her phone and she was not looking. She didn't care about cars. She was just pressing her phone and enjoying herself. You know, so I honked for her. And she called me. So when she cussed me, I turned down the glass, my car glasses, and I told her, please don't use your phone on the road. It's dangerous. So she cussed me because I honked. I honked for her to get hold of herself. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Yes, who else is ready? Are you ready? No? Are you ready? Ready? Who else is ready? If you're ready, please let me know, okay? you ready? Ready? Are you ready? Take your time. Okay. Yes. Number one. Number four. Okay. Question number four said. Question number four said, what are some standard phrases that you might not use? It's some phrases that is very bad. You don't have to use it. In Korean language. Some bad phrases you don't have to use. Okay, so who's ready to read the one more question? All right, so let's go. Read. Yeah, it's a very good one. A very good one. Okay, next. What do you read? What you have?
My parents grew up in Chongqing. Both my mother and my father were vegan. Others and I can communicate with them. They are also able to tell. I don't notice when someone is on accent, or dialect. I don't know exactly some standard phrases that we might not use, but maybe we don't have to use them.
Okay. Yes. Let me read yours. Okay, next. Next.
I only Taiwan is yes they can. Yes, I noticed because their tone is different. I think I must not use that phrase.
Bad phrases, okay? Yes. You don't know where your parents grew up? Oh my God. You have to ask, okay? Uh-huh. Okay, pretty well. Yes.
They grew up in Daegu and Seoul, but they don't use regional terms or slang. No, they can't call which part of Korea I am from. Yes, I noticed.
How are you sure? People can quote. When you go to Seoul, when you go to Seoul and speak, people knows. They know. Oh no. She doesn't live in Seoul. No. She just came from somewhere else. You know. So the second question is, it's left for you to. It's not your decision to know. Okay. Someone else had to hear you speak and then discern whether or not you're from certain region. Okay? You don't notice it. Why? Because you speak freely with people in the same region. So those people of the same region cannot notice anything. But you have to leave the region and go to a different region so they could notice whether or not you use whether or not you're from a different part of Korea. Okay? Same as you, maybe when you get to Seoul and you hear them speak, no, this is not Gyeongsangnam-do here, you know? Yeah. I have friends in Seoul, when they listen to my son, when he speaks Korean, they're like, oh my God, his Korean is so deep. He has a deep expression, deep accent, yes. They say in Seoul. Because I visit Seoul. So sometimes I go with him, I travel with him. So when he speaks, his Korean is maybe 100 times better than mine. But when he speaks, people say, oh my God, your accent is so, it's so, it's like the real Korean accent. Do you understand? Now, here is what happens to languages. There's something called civilization and globalization, okay? The kind of global impact people who live in Seoul has. People who live here doesn't have it, okay? So it's easier to walk into an elevator with someone living in Seoul and they wouldn't be like, oh, Kapchagi. It's easy. Why? Because they've seen a lot of foreigners and they see them often, all right? Especially people who live around Itaewon or Hyundai, what do you call it? Yeah. Or the area where they do nose surgery and eye surgery and all of that. Those people around those areas have seen a lot of foreigners. Okay? But in this part of Korea, when you meet someone suddenly in an elevator, foreigner. You know, so it's about globalization. Okay? There's no much foreigners down here as it is in Seoul. And so there are so many foreigners there. So that's the thing. So the more the foreigners' influence affects Seoul, it also affects the dialect. they're speaking, unlike this area. Okay, so that's my. All right, next. Okay, next. Are you ready? Okay, go. Regional terms. Are you sure?
Yes.
I can notice it.
Yes, I noticed.
Do you notice others?
Yes.
Same way they notice you. Okay, go ahead. The last one.
I like that there's the crisis.
Okay. Hello.
My parents grew up in town, so that yes, they're gonna terms that is like it's because of my pregnancy. Yes, especially when Miami dialect has goes through the city. I know that there's something crazy.
My parents grew up in Busan and they use Gyeongsang dialect sometimes. I think someone can tell because I use a little of dialect.
Good.
I don't notice it a lot. And I might not use other regions' dialects.
Okay, perfect. All right, so basically that's what the topic is all about. So for sure, we know that there are different dialects in Korea, okay? So when we have someone from Busan, and someone from Seoul, and someone from Jeju meet together, you would, if they have to say the same thing, you would notice. You notice that there is totally different, in the dialect. Now let's take a look at the vocabularies. The first one said, you've not written pronunciation. You've not written your vocabulary. You didn't write everything. You wrote only 3. The first one is dialect. Let's read that all together. Everyone, want to go? In particular, good. What is the meaning of the word peculiar? What does it mean? Huh? Peculiar means special. Okay? Something special, something known, that is known for something. Okay? I am peculiar. I have a peculiar appetite for eating. Okay, I have a peculiar appetite, so I have a special love for gyohejang. Okay, so the word peculiar is special, kind of special. So you say it's a particular form of the language which is special to a specific region. So like we use the word, some of the words, the Busan accent or the Gyeongsang Namdo accent, they are very special to people who live around there, and they use it a lot. Okay? Or social group. All right. Social group could be your group of friends. There are certain words you guys use together as your friends. Even number 4, the standard phrase you might not use. A lot of you use it with your friends. A lot of you say those words with your friends when you play. But you don't want to say, you're just acting good student. Okay? The second one, tone. Let's read the definition of tone. Go. Very good. So we have different tones when we speak. Like I said to someone last week, I said, when you call me on the phone, maybe my voice might be a little different. All right? Why? Because I can't use the phone voice to teach. If I use the phone voice to teach, you can't hear anything. Okay? So tone is simply the texture of voice or the sound of a voice, depending on the pitch, on the quality and the strength of the voice. So some of you, when you read your warm-up questions, I couldn't hear it. Why? Because you read very quiet. So you can imagine if I speak like that, how can you understand what I'm saying? Maybe some of you would go and report, oh, his voice, no, we can't hear him at all, we can't. Anyway. So tone is a vocal or musical sound reference to its pitch. Pitch is, we have high pitch, people who speak very loudly. We have low pitch, people who speak very lowly, and we have the bass pitch, people who speak like, I don't have it. Alright, so quality and the strength of the voice. The next one is intonation. Let's read it together. 1, 2, go. A rise and fall of the. Your intonation goes up and down and up and down. Like that. So that's intonation, okay? So the next is accent. Let's read it together. 1, 2, go. The distinctive mode of pronunciation. Locality and social class. Good. So a distinctive mode of pronunciation of a language. Like I gave you an example. When an Indian person, you meet an Indian person, the first thing you would notice is shaking their head. They used to shake their head. Indians love to shake their head when they speak. I shake my head like this, I shake my head like the Indians. So they can't hide it. It doesn't matter how much of the education they have. It doesn't matter how much of the schooling they've schooled. Some of them are professors, but they still speak the same way. When we speak like the Indians. We shake our head like this. So it's a distinctive mode of pronunciation, peculiar to some set of people. I was watching a movie last night with my family, and the Korean man, he lived in America for over 30 years. Over 30 years. He's lived in America for a long time. And he has store. He has convenience store. He sells stuff. And then I heard from my that he had to learn to speak the Korean English. You know how the Koreans sound when they speak English. So he had to learn how to say it, in the movie. So he was trying to imitate the Korean accent, the Korean accent in speaking English. Okay? So that's how it is. Especially associated with particular nation, like I gave an example with Indians, locality, local group, and social class. Alright? And the last one is pronunciation. Let's say it together, everyone. The way
in which a word or letter is said or spelled correctly.
So that's what pronunciation is. Bye guys.